Wanderers, welcome to the Wandering Dutchman podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Branded by Woods.
You don't have to run a famous podcast to need the help and expertise of our friends at Branded by Woods. Whether you're in charge of a local group needing shirts or run a business and need a fresh logo, Branded by Woods can help. Brand recognition is paramount in today's society. At the Dutchman, we've worked with Branded on multiple projects, from our first logo design to merch lines. We always find it easy and stress-free to work with the team at Branded by Woods. From initial design to final approval, the process is great. Give our friends at Branded by Woods a call and do something creative today.
Do I still do my part, or is that
what
next
you
too?
Do your part, please.
The Wandering Dutchman podcast.
Dave did it better. Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Wandering Dutchman podcast. Happy Wednesday to you if you're listening to us on Wednesday or whatever day you're listening to us. Welcome. We hope you have a good time. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to see the handsome devil in the red shirt back.
Hell yeah.
I'm back in the saddle again. And there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's back.
Felt good.
We're
In
back.
the saddle again.
We got a full barn here, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have the trio back together. Although Dave and I did a pretty good job, and honestly, I probably did the best flying solo, but
You did great.
we're a tripod, and we're not going to change our branding right now. But
Not
if you
yet.
did need
right
to,
now.
our friends at Branded by Woods are ready to help you out.
Look them up. They'll get you.
Fellas, what do we know? What's going on?
It's hot.
It's hot, Don.
The humidity is overwhelming. The jungles of Indiana are here. I'm
What?
ready to go back to Arizona.
Oh, it's the dry heat.
I am ready for the dry.
dry heat,
I'm ready for the dry heat again.
Well, you know, Corner and Winslow.
Yeah.
Who, Winslow?
Corner and Winslow.
What is Corner and Winslow?
Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me.
Take it
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Now, is this episode 355?
7.
No clue what it is.
Okay.
7.
Yep, Dave knows.
Yeah.
Keeps
I'm just
close
gonna
eye on
take
it.
a Jan look here.
Yeah, take a gem.
Jim.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm back from the Zona, from the Arizona. And yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. I missed you both very well.
Yeah, missed
Very
you
much.
too, buddy.
Oh, I missed you very well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Does that even make sense? I missed
Nope.
you very well.
Yeah,
No, let's
no.
just, I'm
I
going with it.
miss you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, our
Very
song.
well.
I'm
So-
sure assume we're going to talk about Arizona, so we don't want to dive into it too
Yeah,
much.
we don't want to get too far.
But,
We're really
uh,
going to dig into it,
But I mean, because last time Dave and I talked about Punta Cana, which forgot that.
which is not Mexico.
Yep, totally didn't know.
Hey, did you fall off a boat? Did you fall off a boat?
No, I didn't get on any boat.
By the way, when I saw that video of you, I thought that was the one where you fell off the boat.
30 seconds before. That
Shit.
was like right before I took a dip in.
So the video of you dancing was 30
Yeah, I was
seconds
like,
before?
"Hey," and then next thing you know, it's like,
Man overboard.
that's right.
Did they sound like a barge horn?
No, they sounded super panicked, like ice was coming.
No shit. Or Somalian pirate.
So, where were you? You
The
know,
Atlantic Ocean.
So, dumbass. I had a
mean,
friend.
you asked.
I had a friend that I used to work with message me today and said, "Dude, the story of Dave falling off the boat was f***ing hilarious."
Well,
And I was like, "Haven't heard it. I missed it. I haven't listened to it yet."
It's,
So
you probably don't want to listen to it. I was right, by the way.
yeah, you
Where?
didn't listen.
why
Yeah, you did. I told him you were going to listen to last week's episode.
did I get gutted pretty hard?
No,
No,
I
I
just
had-
said Mase will listen. Mase will listen. He's like, he ain't going to listen.
I had
Well-
a fun interaction up at the post office with our favorite
Mm.
postal worker,
Oh,
Jill.
Jill, yeah.
And there happened to be some friends from the city of Huntingburg come in, and you know, they had some questions like, I'm your personal assistant, and then it kind of got back and forth, and then I made a couple wisecracks and everybody was laughing and we had a good moment.
Mm.
And I shared it on the podcast, and Dave goes, he's going to hear that. And I go, he doesn't listen to the show.
Well, and here's the problem. Here's why I didn't. Now I listened to the Chase episode.
This sounds like something like an asshole. Like everybody's
Hey,
got.
by the way, I've been having some crazy thoughts
Oh boy.
about maybe
voting me off the island.
no, we did that. If you listen to the episode, you would know what we did there. But I'm thinking about when I went back and watched those Chase Bland episodes, I thought, I'm getting closer to 40. Maybe that would be a goal. Not Boston, but
You're going to run a marathon?
Why not?
You're stupid.
I'll walk one with
You're
you. I could
stupid.
walk for days.
But
Isn't there like a maximum time you're allowed?
No, we'll be all right.
Right.
Good shape.
7 hours.
We'll be in good shape. But
Hey,
I
if you
figured,
can
like,
identify as a season, I can walk a marathon.
who can identify as
As a season.
Anybody.
I'm a wolf dragon.
25. I identify as an autumn. It's because of my red beard and
You're an,
flowing locks.
you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
I will just start with a 5K, maybe.
Oh,
I can do a
that.
5K. Yeah, that's no big
I
deal.
can do a 5K backwards now.
But I'm talking about, can you imagine the content that this would generate for us?
We could just all YouTube up or what I'm not
GoPro
YouTube.
up?
Yeah, GoPro up.
Like we'll get some heavy editing where it's like Chase is
we got to
yelling
get
at
the
me.
waterproof ones. There's going to be a lot of sweat coming from me.
Oh, there's a meme going around. A guy is in the gym and he took a picture and he's like, holy sweated.
Just
like
took a
this.
shit?
He goes,
Just took a shit.
Here
Do you guys
here at
sweat
the
when
gym
you
for my-
shit? Because I do. It's
No.
Just took a shit waiting for my workout to start.
Yeah. You think because of the picture, like he had worked out, but
No, just
No.
pooped. No, just
Yeah.
pooped.
takes all your muscles.
But yeah, anyway, on the airplane, I was robbed of my earbuds, so I wasn't able to listen.
You flew Delta.
the U.S. Marshal Service has control. That is their area up there. So
No,
you
I
could
was.
contact them.
We were flying Southwest, and I was robbed of my son.
Oh, well, then that's not really.
Delta
a problem.
hands them out at the beginning of every flight.
Free earbuds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just reuse them. So that Indian guy that had them stuffed.
What
in
did
his
you
ear.
just say? They give you earbuds.
When you get on the flight, they're like, does anybody want earbuds? Earbuds, anybody? Earbuds, anybody? Because everybody's got a TV. And you're like, sure, I'll take some. So then you take a couple. You take them back to your room. You come to the next flight. You got some. I still got some in my backpack.
I
We
got
took
my
4
backpack
flights. I
on.
took 3.
Real earbuds.
Well, they're the plug-in with the 3.5 millimeter, audio cord. But yeah, they're real earbuds.
Oh, so they would be great circa 2006.
Yeah, they're
Well,
not
your new
lightning.
iPhone.
They're
They're
not-
not f***ing Bluetooth.
They're
I
not
mean,
lightning.
but they're plug-in earbuds,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you can
out.
watch shows. They got plenty.
Those are for
Actually,
the
new
poors.
Mission Impossible movie was streaming on our Delta flight before it came out in the movie theater.
That's why
I
nobody
watched
goes to the movies anymore.
36 minutes of American Sniper on our flight.
Seems like just enough to get intrigued, but not enough to scratch. The
Well, I fast forwarded to the good part
Oh,
because I've already seen it.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Like every good patriot
One
should.
hell of a model American.
hell
He
yeah.
is. T's and
But
P's.
no, I didn't listen to the podcast where you guys were talking about Punta Cana. So I'll have to. catch up
Did
on-
get a text message about. I knew you went to White Castle a lot and had befriended that guy, but didn't know you went that much. So
Yeah, well, you know what?
Shout out
That's
to
just
that
some
White
of-
Castle where?
will you just
Evansville.
watch the damn show? Like just
Evansville, the one off the exit. He used to go there. a
yeah,
lot.
Green River.
He knew the manager, the night manager. and
He'd cut
always
me
hook
some
him up
heavy
with free
discounts.
food.
Yeah,
You went there.
yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I
that
knew
was
that.
a season ago.
I know. I remember that. Knew him by name, first name basis.
It's
Yeah, it was
amazing.
Daryl.
I remember him.
Oh, it
Daryl.
wasn't Daryl.
John.
D Money.
I'm just
D Money.
hiding his name.
Oh, protecting his.
Mark.
Yeah, something like that.
We went to In and Out.
Oh.
That was a wild.
Now, is that the
West-
place where you step on the scale and you get free food?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Vegas.
that's
the Heart Attack Grill.
Heart Attack Grill in Vegas.
Got
If you're 3 bills and above, you get to eat free.
That's right. I'd be good shape.
I'd eat twice.
Yeah, no, In and Out. You go there and they say, "Do you want a single or a double?" And then they say, "Do you want onions or not?" And then they say, what do you want to drink?" And that's it. The combos were like $8, $10, and $12.
Nice.
It was the coolest shit ever.
Okay.
And there was like a Chick-fil-A lady waiting out for you to order. And then like all the dudes inside were wearing the funky paper hats.
Yeah.
It was like going back in time. Pretty neat.
Sold me
How
on
much?
it.
did
All
you
your
weigh?
burgers come out in like your fries were in one sack, and then your burgers were like in a donut box,
Mm.
like a big donut box.
Like
So what if
crave
you
case.
want tomato on your
Oh, it comes on there. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion. Or no onion. Like, that's the only question that they said. Do you want onion or not?
Mm.
Yes. Okay.
And I like that because every burger needs lettuce and tomato.
Yeah, pickle, onion, too.
Yeah, those ones as well.
And the spread. That's what they said, the spread.
What is the spread?
Or whatever.
Oh, that looked dirty from here.
The In-N-Out spread.
Do you guys need a moment?
No.
I thought they were talking about mayonnaise, and the warden over there, she was like,
She knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what's up.
must have been a good vacation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, you were gone. The rest of us were holding the fort down.
Not really.
Did I make it awkward?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Wait, how awkward?
I don't know.
I mean, just, yeah. I think he's referring to how many times did we
oh, no, I just.
consummate on vacation.
Oh, no, I hadn't gone there yet.
Oh, but you.
But now
that's
that
where,
we're talking about it.
that's where you were rowing your boat towards.
No, you said the spread, and when I looked over, your warden went, because you said the spread,
Yeah.
that wasn't a numerical thing, I don't think.
Okay.
But now I'm curious.
So you're saying the Airbnb didn't lead to a lot of alone time?
Mm-mm. Not with several kids and unlockable doors.
Well, I mean, if you just leave it unlocked, they come in. They won't bother you ever again.
Yikes.
Bypass the whole talk thing. More of an example.
CTE. PTSD.
Dad, what are you doing to Mom? She looks uncomfortable.
We're wrestling. I'm getting ready to give her the people's elbow off the top rope. Anyway, yeah, vacation was great. Glad to be back. Indiana weather blows, but hey,
Oh, I like it.
I'm home. I'm here with you guys.
It's not been bad.
Getting ready to rip.
Ripping it up.
It's not been bad. You got anything?
No, work sucked. You wake up, you do the thing. We're one day closer to Monday. It was like, it's Friday. I'm like, oh, almost Monday.
See, that's the great thing about working up at the resort because it's a 24/7, 365.
There is no Friday.
You just don't talk about your schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works out
Now,
well.
I am excited. We probably hit on this at least once or twice in the last 2 months, but we're going to golf tomorrow for a good cause.
Yeah. The Big R Classic up there at Stonecrest, our buddy Tyler Jordan, he actually, it was kind of funny because he wanted T-shirt sizes. And I was like, pal, he goes, 3X good for you guys? I'm like, nope. Nope. I was like,
No,
you gotta
sir.
Take your bed sheet off and then just print the label on the front and pass them down.
Yeah.
Pal.
And he goes, okay, well, I'll get the biggest size I can get. I said, all right, that works. And then he's like, because they hand out beer, like free beer and food tomorrow.
That's
Now,
what we heard.
how long does that? Is that like the first
Well,
beer's free?
No, they're all day.
Oh, are we going to be all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will, and you will.
Was it? See,
Until
no,
Casey throws the classic mix-up at the end.
No,
is-
no, that was
Hold on
your
a minute.
mix up.
No, you.
Thank
it was
you,
not.
Dave.
Oh, you fence jumping son of a bitch.
No,
The
sir,
whole
I
time,
was there.
the whole time he said, I'll drive. Okay, all right. So then I just started hammering. Are you an Innie? Are you an Audi? Like it got big and we had a good old time. And then when we all go to the car, here since Princess Casey in the passenger seat, well, I gotta eat my food.
Well, I thought you
And
were
I thought
good.
you were driving. I'm
No.
like, well, I
can.
I can't drive and eat.
It all worked out. Anyways, so he said, I said, well, I'm just going to let you know I'm bringing the boys. And he goes, we're prepared. And I go, how? He goes, well, Dad went out and got a few more cases. And I said, probably a good point.
So he puts this on. He helps organize it.
Who's that?
Tyler Jordan.
It's
It's his brother.
So his brother, I'm not going to remember what Tyler's brother's name is right now. It slipped my mind. But it's the Big R Classic. So his brother is like would be our age. Passed away tragically a few years ago, just
Oh.
out of the blue.
Right.
Passed away. So Tyler does this scramble for a scholarship fund
In his honor.
in his honor, and
That's
so it's
great.
the Big R Classic. And he does it right because I mean he helped a lot with resort golf events, so he knows what makes them work.
Yeah.
Like if you go to their Facebook page, he's got a ton of. I think his name was Ryan, maybe.
I bet you're close.
I think. But so, anyways,
Richard, Robert, something.
yeah. So, but he's got like raffle items. He's got all kinds of stuff. But I said I don't know. Like you're saying this right now, but I don't know if you know like what we're bringing. And he said, well, last year a fight broke out on the 4 fairway. So I'm sure we'll be okay.
Oh boy.
I'm like, well,
No.
all right. I was like, just know if it's going to get into scrap, we're going to be all right. Like, we ain't going to take shit from nobody.
We got to protect Teddy Hoops. He is a national treasure.
Delicate little flower.
Yeah, he is.
He's got to wake up early, take care of the golf course.
Yeah.
He's going to come help us win. Do they have a trophy? Do we find out?
I'm going to throw this out there. There's going to be some really, really good golfers.
Not as good as us.
We're going to have to bring our A game.
I have been, every night when I go to bed, I've been just trying to get my feng shui locked in that I'm bringing the A game. I'm bringing the A game. It's like a circle. Everybody gets on, you go around, you go up, you go down, just like from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I've been getting ready. You got to feel the flow. And I'm bringing my A game.
So here's how this is going to play out, Wanderers. We're going to get in the expedition tomorrow, bright and early, breakfast sandwiches, probably morning cocktails or brews for sure.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we get to Stonecrest, example 1 and 2 are going to be in rough shape, and then it's going to be Teddy and I playing golf while these guys drink and hang out.
How am I going to be in rough shape drunk drive? Am I going to drunk drive up there?
Yeah. I'll have to take
I've
over and drive for you at
I've been wanting to
Shoals.
bring this up. I would like to request
Okay.
to be cart partners with Teddy Hoops because I think he can help me with my game.
Not going to happen.
Why?
Not going to happen.
Why?
Because I'm cart partners with Ted.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
We're going to let Teddy Hoops decide. Now, Wanderers,
You know who Teddy Hoops is going to want to ride with.
Not
Me.
you.
me.
He
It's
hates your
100
guts.
You
No, he
guys
doesn't.
are f***ing crazy. Me and Teddy Hoops are like,
Why would you put the two biggest dudes together in the same cart?
that's why.
Why wouldn't you put the biggest
okay.
guy and the littlest guy together? That only makes sense.
I'm fine with the two biggest guys being in a cart. Me and Teddy Hoops are going to ride in the other one. Nobody caught that. Oh, we're calling. He ain't going to answer. He's got to get up in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You better call Brandy.
Mm-mm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're live to air on the podcast right now. We're having a heated debate.
Okay.
Who
I'm
you
ready.
who you riding with tomorrow in the cart?
Smoke.
Wow. I mean, how late you guys staying out?
Teddy Hoops, I need you to help me with my swing. We're cart partners.
No. This is shooting from the hip here. Ted, who do you want to ride in your cart?
Are we trying to win this thing tomorrow?
Yes.
He's gonna want to ride with me.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna win this thing, I probably need to ride with Casey.
Because
He
I've
might
caddied
get
for
in
Ted.
line.
I can talk him through things.
I'm staying home. I'm staying home.
Bullshit, you are.
He's not staying home. Hey, we're gonna have a breakfast sandwich for you in the morning.
Thank you. That'd be huge.
And a dust buster.
And a dust buster.
If I want to have the best time at this scramble, I'm probably hanging out with David Smoker in the cart because
Look at this guy trying to suck ass now.
Here I am, just chop liver.
Poor Big Base.
I'll just sit in the parking lot and get up.
All right, buddy.
Have my mom come get me.
All right. Hey, see you later. Bye. And
You guys
there
are
we have it.
Ball busters.
Yep.
You know that?
Hey, before we jump into our first
ride with David Smoker.
before we jump into our first wonder, how about we hear from our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power?
May is Military Appreciation Month at Hopf Outdoor Power. They are honoring our local veterans by partnering with Boot Campaign and giving away a pair of Reebok Nano X1 or Garment T8 tactical boots to a local veteran. All you have to do is visit one of 3 Hopf Equipment or Hopf Outdoor Power locations, show proof of military service, complete a simple registration, and you're set. Drawing is May 30th. We love when local businesses give back, and at the Wandering Dutchman, we support the troops and veterans in our community. That's why we love Hopf Outdoor Power. Thank you, Hopf Outdoor Power. Veterans, do your thing. Sign up today.
All right, big fella. First one off of a 2-week break. I hope it's a good one.
Here we go. I think I have found my second calling.
Oh,
What was your first one?
he forgot.
Obviously, dashing good looks. A stallion in the
Freaking the sheep.
podcast room.
Yeah.
And, just an overall good guy.
Yeah, you're a great guy.
I think I'm really going to go after this whole ordained minister thing.
Oh, gonna be marrying folks.
I think so. I think I want to do the www.marryme.com, ordainme.com, or whatever I need to do. State of
Hell
Indiana, Justice of the Peace, whatever you call it. Like sort of what you did for
Dearly beloved.
we gathered here today. So I actually got to
Marry your sister-in-law.
no, I didn't. I didn't marry them. I actually got to conduct a ceremony to celebrate their marriage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I got to conduct a ceremony to celebrate their marriage.
So they were already hitched when they went out there.
Yes, sir. That is
Yeah.
correct. I got to
No, do you need a license to do that, or could I have done it?
no, you
No, to conduct this thing
Yeah.
that he talked about, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you like what I did, no licensures, no licensing, nothing. But like what Casey did for Justine's aunt and uncle, 100% had to have what did you call it? What did you do? You petitioned the court for how that worked?
I was technically, legally speaking, I was judge pro tem with the only limited
judge
power.
pro tempt, right?
Pro tem.
Pro tem.
It's judge pro temporary, I guess.
Gotcha,
Probably, but
gotcha,
it's
gotcha.
judge pro tem. So the Honorable Nathan A. Verkamp bestowed upon me a court order that gave me the power to only marry them.
What are you laughing at?
I couldn't go do a bunch of stuff with my judge power.
The judge told me that I could do one thing and one thing only, and I'm a marry Mace's aunt.
That's
Well,
Justine.
it was Justine's aunt.
Well, that's also your aunt.
It's my sister's aunt. Yeah, my
God
sister.
your sister's
Them,
aunt.
Yeah.
them rumors are something.
Yeah.
boy.
Did you know that? Did you know I've been porking my sister?
Word on the
Justina?
street.
Justina?
Yeah.
But anyway, I think
Congratulations.
yeah, it's pretty good stuff, really. I think I'm going to actually go do the
Pro tem.
no, I'm going to do the whole deal. Like I'm going to get business cards and everything.
You gonna dress like Elvis?
No, I'm just going to dress like a normal guy.
Hound dog.
I'm going to do like I'm
I'm
going to do like casual weddings, like
casual weddings.
yeah, like Holland Park weddings or
Oh.
backyard weddings or like
Smokers Lounge wedding.
smoker lounge weddings or
Yeah.
you know whatever, where I'll just go and I'll
I bet we could get folks that want to be
cook
married.
up a little script, you know, a little couple readings, you know, some prayers.
Dearly beloved,
We gathered here today, and the
because
witness,
this bad mother.
yeah, stuff like that. But anyway, I really enjoyed. It was extremely intimidating in the beginning when I was asked by my sister-in-law if I could conduct this ceremony.
Did
Like,
your mom force him to do this?
No,
or
ma'am.
something like
No.
force your
She
sister
tried.
to ask him?
She tried to change the whole plan.
Who?
Her mom, and I told her to stay in her lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane, lady.
Shut your mouth.
Does your mother ever stay in her own lane and shut her
No,
mouth?
God, no.
She's
So,
a sweetheart.
when we-
She at
she's
least
a
the show,
doll.
right? No.
Do
None
what
of
now?
nobody in your household watches the damn show.
So when
Nobody wants
she
to
used
watch
to.
us.
She used to. But anyway,
Where'd we lose her?
she, who knows?
Probably when Mace got asked to conduct the wedding.
No.
Mhm.
Grace had
Why is everybody like in their cups? Like I missed a cue. Like
Grace had looked up some things that she would, you know, that she wished to be discussed in her wedding.
Yeah.
And I just did some studying on it, and it was ready to go. And I had my big white Bible and everything. And
did you memorize it?
no, loosely, like I had
Walk
read.
us through it. Paraphrase.
What readings did you go with?
Didn't.
So you just had the
boy.
Bible for
I'll be
show
damned.
only?
Go ahead and read us through it. No phone. Just read us through it.
Well, like it just said, we're gathered here today to celebrate this beautiful union
Yes, sir.
between Grant, you know, and Grace,
Yep.
Marriage is a.
Permanent thing.
Hey, we're recording.
Podcast.
Shut up, neighbor Doug.
Hey, now we're on the air. But you know, so but the problem is I had this script and I had a PDF on my phone and I had been studying and was ready to go.
Were you using your phone to
No,
read the?
sir.
Good, 'cause that
absolutely.
would've
You weren't
ruined it.
scrolling. You weren't doom scrolling. in the
No.
middle of the-
Looking at tits while I was marrying him. No,
Look
I
at
didn't.
these
Look
warlocks.
at these warlocks. No, I did not do that. But what happened is I had this script that I had been studying, and then as soon as that script had hit the gin pop,
Mm-hmm.
here come the birds out of the woodwork. Well, you can't say that. You're not a priest. You can't say that. You're not a na. And that's where the whole stay in your lane speech came in, and it said, "Hey, look, woman.
So
I'm going to read what I've been told to read, and you're
now
going
when
to
you
like
go
it."
doing this professionally, you need a cleaner. You need somebody to be the muscle. Because I'll be that guy.
Yeah, we can go together. It'd be like a package
You
deal.
go ahead and you.
We could actually start our own company.
We've done that
We've
here,
got a
asshole.
company.
I know. We could start another one where, like, we could call it.
Wandering Dutchmen Marryer guys.
No, we'll call it like TWD Weddings LLC.
Oh.
And like you could do the real pretty ones, I can do the backyard ones, and Dave can do the shirtless my redneck wedding ones.
Yeah. You know, prison cell.
Prison wedding stuff.
He's on this side of the bar, she's on this side, no conjugals because
State Indiana doesn't allow.
State Indiana.
No, I think
conjugal visits with some other stuff like
it
that.
mountains of Caucasus.
Yeah.
I just hope that in this new venture, support you 100%.
We're here for you, brother.
We're here for you.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I think it'd be great. I just you can't make it about you.
No.
You have to.
It's about them.
Did you do any I feel like I hope you did at least one real groovy dance stomp, hey ya.
No, I didn't have any snakes either, or I didn't speak any tongues or anything like that. But
You better learn.
You got to
we're
know.
gathered here on this beautiful day to witness the union of in holy matrimony. And holy was the kicker.
Because you're not a holy man.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I asked,
should have said, but I got some holy underwear, bitch.
I asked him, I said, do you want me to say it or not? And the groom was like, do what you want, man.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
So I did.
They were already married.
I did whatever. And it worked out really well.
Well, that's good. Was
right
there a
here,
videographer at this wedding?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Yeah.
I love it.
I nailed it, by the way. No stuttering. The only thing that I would have done differently
is not worn that suit.
I didn't wear a suit. I was in shorts and I was in linen shorts.
Ooh.
And I was in a linen
Did it
top.
really outline the package?
Was the boys hanging real well?
Oh,
Did you let
boy,
them just-
guys, I was swanging.
Just
a swanging.
it.
It was hotter than a mouse in a wool sock in that son of a buck. 102 degrees at wedding.
dry heat.
But dry.
2 degrees.
Dry.
But anyway, when we got the service finished and we were all wrapped up and it was all over but the chicken eating and the beer drinking.
Seen a picture of you preaching to the fence one night.
Look at that. That's what I was wearing right there.
Looks good. Looks
Folks
good.
at home, there. Look at that. Look at that beautiful.
Man,
deal.
you're a good looking guy. I seen you preaching to the fence one night. You might have been pissing, but
Yeah.
like you were preaching.
Somebody took a video without my.
Sir, this is Walmart.
Somebody took a video of me without my permission. But the thing I was going to say, the wind was really whipping through them desert flats.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have taken my script and affixed it to the interior of this Bible. Because I felt like I was doing slightly of a juggling act whenever I was trying to get them rangs and them scripts and things and stuff. But I think that those are like tips of the trade. You know what I mean?
Well, if you remember when I married
It's just your first wedding, yeah.
Jerry Bear and Angie,
Yeah.
I had a nice black 3-ring binder.
You did.
Small one that
You
you
did.
could easily
yeah,
keep everything together. And then
Nice
when you were done,
laminated
you could
pages.
tuck it under. Yeah.
just walk out. So I had
May
this
kiss the bride.
big old beautiful honking ass white Bible that I had the same thing, but I should have just.
It'd have been just as beautiful as the black Bible.
Right. But anyway, my topic was I think I really would like to do it. At least. Shh.
It's fine. Nobody could even.
I'd really like to look into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to see that. But yeah. So that was just one of the many highlights.
I'm a son of a preacher man.
That was one of the many highlights of our
Good.
trips.
I
To,
love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Support you 100%.
yeah.
So here's where I'm going. Do you guys charge a dad tax for things?
Absolutely.
Duh.
So I had to explain it to the youngest when I was doling out some Twizzlers, where it was like 1 for you, 2 for me.
Yep. That's
And they didn't understand the dad tax. So then it got into a whole big conversation about taxes in general because my 7-year-old said,
Here we go.
Dad, this is unfair. And I said, well, honey, the dad tax is not as
Taxation without
punitive
representation.
is not as punitive as what the IRS taxes do to you.
So the dad tax for me is usually like, it's not like a two for me, one for you type thing. It's more of like if they bring said snack to the table or whatever, I'm like, give me one. And Eleanor is usually like, no. And I'm like, either you give me one or I'm going to take that from you in its entirety.
Yeah.
To where you will not have any.
Yeah.
But then she'll usually cave and abide.
Well, because the dad tax is legit.
Yeah, it's real.
Now, see, at the Smoker household, when we let's just talk about the Halloween dad tax. There's a few taxes.
Well, yeah, you got
Taxable
to
times
make sure
a
there's
year.
no needles or fentanyl in their candy.
So I have the whole booty brought to me, and I dig through for what the king needs,
the booty.
Yeah.
which
Did you
is
get that?
normally
There's a pirate reference,
Yeah.
the
big pirate guy.
Reese's peanut butter cups in any shape.
which is predominantly where they hide the needles the most.
Snickers.
I just got a random question. Are you like trick or treating at random houses where you're concerned, or because I know when we all went trick or treating in Holland, we knew all those people. So
no, but
Are you-
no. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't care
Dave
what they're
didn't know
bringing
any
in.
of them.
That's fair.
Who the hell are these people? I don't care. Give me your candy.
They bring him in, and then there's a whole performance that's done by what George Clooney call it, and old brother Arthur, the damn pedophilia. The dad. I say, bring it to me, and I look through the whole loot bag, and I'm like, well, this is a peanut butter cup. That's a peanut butter cup of a different nature. Better check this one out. This Snickers looks a little bit off size, and then a Kit Kat, a Butterfinger, 2 Milky Ways, and a couple York peppermint patties because those are sneaky. But that's what I take out, and then that's the dad tax, and they get their
Those some
loot
bitches
bag.
are gross.
I like a good York peppermint patty.
Hell yeah.
You would. You weirdos.
But that's what I do. I just I don't take them all. There might be 19 peanut butter cups. I take my fair share of the 47.
Probably eat candy corn too, don't you?
I love candy corn with
Man,
some
you
peanuts.
mix that with some peanut M&Ms.
Yes, called the
Peanut
poor man
M&Ms.
payday.
Hell yeah, brother.
Why are you so against that?
Shit tastes like crayons
You're
Oh,
spoiled.
yeah.
with a
You're
nice
spoiled.
mix of
You're
Hey, old
spoiled
silver
rotten.
spoon
with a
over
nice
here.
mix of Elmer's glue.
Silver spoon Magoo.
Yeah, well, it turns out I grew up in a neighborhood that gave full size candy bars. Get over it.
Yeah.
I
Fifth
grew up
Street
in
in
a
Holland,
neighborhood that
Indiana.
Gave apples with them little up looking pumpkin wrapped
Needles.
up things.
Yeah.
Nobody had needles in the
Fentanyl.
90s, man.
Man,
Yeah. Well,
That wasn't a thing then.
does your kids keep their candy like of their own? Like,
Yep.
don't even look
What?
at my shit.
Once
Like,
the
no,
dad
my
tax
shit.
comes in, you can take it to your room. That is yours to take because,
To their room?
hey,
What kind of cesspool you live in? There, just imagine all the
ants.
piss ants and
that's a whole other conversation that brings on a whole other dad tax.
yeah. Well, it turns out you probably got peanut butter jars hidden in their underwear drawer. You go into that candy hoarding deal. You encourage that behavior right out of the gate.
I'm just saying,
You're
hey,
breeding weirdos, man.
you got one kid that wants to go up
Grooming
and wants to
weirdos.
trick the treat more
Grooming
than other
weirdos.
ones, then hey, it's not his fault if his brother's a big old guy like me that don't want to talk to nobody. Hey, brother, this is yours. You take that. That's your
100% no candy allowed in any rooms in the Masoner household other than the snack cabinet area. And then after 4 days post trick or treat, everything goes into gin pop.
We do gin pop right out of the gate.
we gin pop shortly after. There's
It's
not as
dug out of their rooms because of the ant horde that's living in said room.
Mom, I got ants all in my room.
I feel like I'm getting judged
Attacked?
for some shit.
Are you
Maybe,
getting attacked?
maybe.
Buddy, I'm not attacking you.
No, we're just trying to tell
them
you,
boys for the most part keep their shit together.
them boys.
They're good boys.
By the way,
They just want to buy their mama a sweatshirt.
Well, we don't put candy in bedrooms around our house.
well, because we had a problem with Zoe would eat candy when she wasn't supposed to, and then she'd hide wrappers.
Duh.
Oh,
And that's
That's
where,
like Maxwell stuffing chip bags in the couch cushions,
that's not a very bright move.
rat holing Dorito bags.
empty
Like
ones?
empty or
Yeah.
oh,
Just to lick the dust later?
No. He'd go to the snack cabinet while playing his Fortnite, and he'd smash
the
him.
evidence.
He'd smash him a little bag of Doritos and just stuff them bitches down in the couch cushion. Crack.
so that's not necessarily hiding them. That's just laziness.
Well, and hide them because they didn't want
Hide the
anybody to know that
evidence.
he's already had 17 bags,
Oh.
during this game.
I
So
get
then
that.
come time to clean the couch out and you pop them cushions out, and it looked like a homeless family been living in there, living on strictly nothing but nacho cheese Doritos.
I love Doritos.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Got to be in a mood.
Cool Ranch is my jam.
Got to be in it. I mean, because we had, I think it was the Twizzlers, but also it's Easter candy, it's Halloween candy, it's Christmas candy, it's
Hey, you still got
Saint Nick
Halloween
candy?
candy floating around?
no, we got a ton of Easter
Yeah,
candy.
Easter reload. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And my-
Now, when Justine was cleaning, we're talking about rooms and things, and my wife, the warden there,
My wife.
she found a human tooth in my son's room the other day.
Did we know the human? Or was
Well, I don't know. I would only assume it would
I
be
hope
one
not.
of.
I hope he knocked somebody's tooth
Yeah,
out.
I would be assuming. I would hope that it was one of the humans that dwell in our house. That it was one of their tooth.
Now, if you knock somebody's tooth out in a daggone brawl for the warden's god dang what's the word I'm looking for?
Honor.
Honor.
And you knock some mother trucker's tooth out.
I'd put it on a necklace.
Hell yeah, you would.
Yeah, I wouldn't let it lay on the floor though.
Well,
so do we know?
Turns
where
out we fired the tooth fairy. Is what happened. That's what we told that bitch to get bent and hit the road.
she been drinking.
And we told that tooth fairy to hit the road, and she must have just.
Casey, I realize now there's a whole inside joke you ain't had.
But we'll bring you up to speed here shortly.
it's okay, fellas. I'm okay being.
But
on
anyway,
the outside.
but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. We're talking about like piss ants and rooms and stuff, and how Dave lives in a big cesspool.
Yep.
But mine's kind of the same way because we found a human tooth in one of our children's rooms.
Yeah, there you go.
we keep pretty clean operation.
Yeah.
up on the hill.
No teeth. That
Now, when you say we, you got a mouse in your pocket?
No, like we as my wife and I are a team.
Oh, your wife and I are okay.
Yeah. Why?
I just doesn't seem like you got much time for cleaning when you're
free.
coaching kids and being gone all the time there.
That's because cleaning days on Sunday
Oh,
or Saturday.
nice.
There you go.
I mean, I do my part to, do what I need to do.
Everybody's got to pull their weight.
Yeah. Hey,
Speaking of pulling their weight,
let's take a quick pause for the cause. Brought to you by.
Southern Indiana Hardwoods.
Mayday, mayday! No, we aren't going down on a plane, but your old pellet smoker isn't cutting it anymore. Nick Merkley in Southern Indiana Hardwoods is ready to help you. Whether it's a new Green Mountain grill or pellets, Nick has you covered. Skip the box stores where they sell cheap products and even worse service. Nick services what he sells and will even make house calls in and around the DuBois County area. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Nick at Southern Indiana Hardwoods today.
And we're back from a nice pause for the cause. Hopefully, with the magic of editing, you didn't catch that 3 minutes. If you did,
We were just joking.
We apologize.
April Fools got you guys. Brother Dave, what have you been wondering about, my friend?
Well, I'll tell you what I've been wondering about. We all know, and the Wanderers all know, that the smoker compound, we lost our pool this spring, I guess.
Yeah, from that south
Late
wind.
winter to bad storms. I've got
Yeah,
the
that wind in the north. That's what it was.
I've got the new pool in, and the missus and I, we took a vacation. It's been real busy. We've had some bad storms, and I hope everybody made it through the storms we were supposed to have tonight on the 15th. But folks know what's going on. But I've been bringing it up. Yeah, hey, everybody's like, when are you going to build that pool? When are you going to build that pool? When are you going to build that pool? And I'm like, I think I'm going to do it next Friday. So I took next Friday off, the Friday before Memorial Day. And I've had what may be surprisingly large amount of people. I'll be there. Yep. Just holler when you're ready. And I think that's something that doesn't happen anymore. Like everybody always wants to come around for the fun times. Everybody wants to be there for the fun times. and that's a pretty common thing. But I think here in our little neck of the woods, like there's plenty of folks like, yeah, hey, Smoke Dog, we'll come.
Who calls you Smoke Dog?
Me, I call you Smoke Dog.
Okay.
Smokestack, Smoke Dragon,
I mean, Smoke Dragon, yeah. but
Smoker.
Big Papa Smoke.
Never heard that one.
Big Dick Dave.
Big Dick Daddy.
Oh, Big
Not quite a few people, not quite a few, but
Quite a few people call you that?
They didn't know it, but when Jenna would text him David, it always went through his Big Dick Daddy. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But at any rate, that's what I want to talk about.
You gonna come help me put my pool up?
Your pool's already up.
Oh no, I got a new one.
Oh,
We've got a new one at our house too.
similar to the one you had before?
Identical.
Well, hell yeah.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
We're just poor white trash on top
Yeah,
of our
you are.
Hilton.
Yeah, they're going to get one of those.
Huh?
Yeah, you got a hot tub.
Thanks to Papa Frank and
Yeah.
friend of the program. Lee
Jellyfish
Vogler.
farm.
Speaking of Papa Frank, did you fix that stairway drywall yet?
No.
It's on
I
the-
got it.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Anyway, that's just something I was thinking about. I'm pretty grateful to be in a hood where everybody really, everybody will come together. Like, yeah, damn, Dave, that sucks that your pool blew down.
From that north wind.
Now, a lot of folks will be like, yeah, it sucks. And then you're like, hey, you want to come help? I'm like, oh, shit. Actually, I got a colonoscopy.
Pretty tied up.
today.
There's
But most of the hood here is like, yeah, just holler. We'll
there's
be there.
one person sitting at this table that should for sure be there to help you.
Me.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
me.
Did you volunteer?
Yeah.
he'll be here.
I will now.
Well, he might
But
have to
you
work.
called me
that.
out.
He actually might have to work. that.
Oh yeah.
I
I
took
gotta-
Friday off.
Yeah, I don't have very much PTO to spare.
Well, you're just gone for 2 weeks.
Week and a half.
5 work days.
How about that Monday?
And the
Six work
Friday
days.
before. 7 work days.
Let's talk about it.
shit to
Anyway,
get ready.
that's one of those things I guess I've been thankful for this week is, like good folks just wanting to help out. A neighbor Doug said he'd come over. Neighbor Doug come 3 or 4 times last year, and I think he dangled his feet in the water once, but he never got in the pool.
You not a swimmer, neighbor Doug?
I think he is. He just at that point in time we were still new buddies. He just
Oh,
wasn't
he
ready, I
didn't.
think.
Oh, his new buddies.
He didn't
hadn't
wanna-
really got warmed
He
up
didn't want
yet.
to come over in the Speedo and get in the pool. And
But he's still down to
Big old
help me
cock
put a
on
pool up on Friday.
has to be.
Big old cock on him, guarantee it. He didn't want to. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that.
He didn't
about
want
him,
all the
too.
random questions. Of,
Wife Stealer 3000.
is that
over
is that a tube sock in your Speedo? No, that's
Hey,
legit.
Doug, I didn't tell you to bring any summer sausage. Holy shit.
Anyway, maybe that's not much of a wonder as it is just a grateful thought that
Well,
I've had.
but here's the
Just-
thing, Dave. To your point, there's some folks listening that will reflect on when they had projects or things going on,
Sure.
and not even just projects or things going on, but other stuff. Like somebody's got
Borrowing shit.
yeah.
Do unto others type of situations.
But and the other thing too, like anytime somebody in this community, I'm thinking, over the years, people ask and need help. People are there for it. That's
Yep.
the beauty of living in this community that we live in.
yeah.
Small town.
And so that's what makes it all work. People are always ready to help lend a hand. So, I mean, there's a real wonder to it. How do you repay those people that come and help? Because sometimes we've all been on jobs where we volunteer to help, and then it's really not reciprocated. The help is, either they take the light job and you're in the trenches.
they
doing-
only want to show up when
Yeah,
in the
but-
fun times.
yeah.
But I think in our hood, we got to do unto others. Like, there's going to be folks come help me with the pool. And who knows? Maybe they'll never.
Well, I built the pad on the first pool, so don't count me out. I mean, I helped.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe I'll never get to pay it back.
No, you
They
already
came
have.
and helped. But what I'm saying is, I think we live in a hood where
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
it's one of those things. Like, sure, I'll help you, brother.
Yeah.
And maybe one day I'll need your help.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Maybe you'll never get it, or maybe your buddy will need it. Hey, Dave, remember that time I helped you? I got a buddy. Got to push a Nova home.
sounds like
you're
there's
a big
story
guy.
behind it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I might have known the guy who blew a Rear end out of Nova once trying to do burnouts.
So 100%. Yeah, it's just a small town thing. It's a good people thing. Like it's just
But it's unfortunate.
it's what we
small
do.
town thing because I feel like that's what America thrives on is gosh dang it, what do you call that?
golden rule,
No,
camaraderie,
brotherhood.
Yeah.
brother, stuff like that, man.
Every time I see him at daycare when he's dropping off the twins, just cracks me up. Because the twins are either great mood, excited, or you look in the back seat and you're like, "Hey, girls, you ready to party?" And Krieg will be like, "They ain't ready to party.
That's
They're not ready this morning." But it all works out well.
right.
I mean, I guess that was my thought, though. Just general gratefulness of
Good thought.
You know, little spot we're in, a little bit of sunshine
great
on
thought.
this stormy day.
Yeah, I probably won't be here. Just gonna let you know.
You're not going to be here?
Well, probably not.
No,
Oh, to
Friday.
help with the pool. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Friday
well,
in
I
the
mean-
morning. You'll be working.
Yeah.
You can swing by on your way through. They'll have some coffee.
Yeah, that's true. I could.
Hell yeah.
Oh, speaking of coffee, had an
Ooh.
accident the other day.
Uh-oh.
Shit your pants?
No,
Oh.
no, we're good on that end.
Whew.
Fiber helped
Shit
with that.
far. Regular.
I dropped my wallet into my coffee mug.
Oh,
Mm.
God.
See,
How
So
does that
tough.
work?
I was coming down the hill.
Were you trying to stir it with your credit
Nope,
cards
nope,
there,
nope,
money
nope,
bag?
nope. I was coming down the hill on
Now you rolled up
1025.
100 like a tutor and just use it for a straw. That's what it was.
I was coming down it's coming down the hill on the driveway towards 1025, and I had a piece of mail sitting on top of the center console, and my wallet, because I carry one of them Ridge
Yeah.
wallet things, was sitting
Hell
right
yeah.
there. Lightly touched the brakes, and it just,
There it goes.
and I just heard a,
drink.
and I was like, "What was that?"
A pretty big coffee cup, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 32 ouncer,
There you go.
Wide mouth.
or not
baby.
32 ounce, whatever those big, tall,
Yeah, big
wide ones are.
bastards.
It's a
And
big bag.
so then it started bothering me, and I was like, "I'll just drink the coffee and get to it." But then I was like, I don't remember what was sitting there. Like it could be anything. So I get into daycare.
It could be a whole pile full of roofies in there.
And so Zoe, she was playing with something that was like a tube, and I was like, I'll fish it out. And then I was like, oh, that's pretty close. I could be able to just reach my hand in there. So at 7:55 in the morning, I just reached my paw into my hot coffee to realize it was my wallet.
Whoa.
And yeah, you know, it was coffee
happens.
tasted fine.
Knuckle burn.
It was okay.
You know what? We had really shitty coffee when we were on vacation.
Probably came from one of them automatic coffee machines because they're terrible.
No, it came from a Keurig.
Ooh,
One-
tough.
Those.
Not enough water.
And the funny thing is that it was like, and another thing, we got Folgers original
yeah.
at the first Airbnb. And then we moved over to the big house where the wedding was, and they had one of them gay cup machines. And they got this sick ass Pike's Peak roast,
Yeah.
some kind of stupid ass Starbucks brand bullshit.
Bullshit.
It is, and I am a straight up Folgers feller, boy.
Black Folgers. Just
Yeah.
pour it over
either
portion.
it's either Black Silk or Folgers Original. Like
Oh,
that's
I
how
love
I
Folgers.
that's
Neighbor
how
Doug and his old lady, they're black silk folks.
That's how I run. I'm a big Black Silk guy too. That's what we do at work. And you know, guys, I drink Busch Light, I drink Tito's vodka, and I drink Folgers coffee.
Hell yeah.
And it sucked. And this is the weird thing too. The house that we stayed in was lavish. Like it was lavish. It was bougie as shit.
That's why they had the Pikes Peak roast for
It
you.
was no, they bought that at the grocery store.
Oh,
it was
nice.
bougie as shit. And like, I mean, I'm talking every amenity you could imagine. They didn't have bidets. They did have tall shitters. I
gotta have tall
I
shit.
got a hemorrhoid while I was out there.
We don't need.
We
to go
named
into
him
that.
Jorge because it was a short. All the shitters were short, and I had to really bear down, and my knees were up in my chin, and it was a terrible situation. I didn't prepare for the trip by eating a high fiber diet. It was a rough deal. Had to go get ass cream, and it was just a very embarrassing moment. But the house, the moral of the story, as I'm trying to get to, is they didn't have real coffee cups. They were like glass They were glass mugs with handles that were clear. Like the coffee cups were glasses that were.
I don't like that.
It was dumb. If you didn't have that sumbitch choked down in the first 25 seconds, it was cold. Because it wasn't a damn old ceramic mug. But anyway, I just wanted to get on a little coffee rant there. My coffee experience.
Real close to having good neighbors.
My coffee.
Yeah, we just.
My coffee experience in Arizona.
Well, hey,
was
good neighbors have good coffee.
Less than
That's
par.
right.
Less than par. Subpar coffee in Arizona.
Well, Dave, anything else to add?
No, that was it. I was just, thinking about that today. And I wanted to bring it up.
Well, that's good. Now it is time for the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut questions of the week for the fellas. Brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
It's May, and summer is on our heels. It means nice days, cookouts, and Memorial Day is right around the corner. This also means you don't have to suffer silently at these joyous occasions with subpar meats. Always and forever, Merkley and Sons should be your go-to for seasoned patties, hot dogs, franks, and their wide selection of brats and other grilling and smoking items. They're the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts for a reason.
All right, fellas, as we get in here to the summer holiday, first summer holiday being Memorial Day. Obviously,
right.
remember what Memorial Day is about. But we start getting into the old barbecue season, grilling season.
Ooh.
Would you rather eat a hot dog or a hamburger at a cookout?
Hot dog.
Burger.
I'm going both.
Shocker.
I mean, it just is. Like, why is that a shocker?
I'm not upset with you.
Well, I mean, like,
Would you?
it was either X or Y, and you picked both.
I'd probably do a dog if it was an all beef dog.
Yeah.
Now, if it's one of them trashy bar S things,
picky.
If you're at, I feel like
bitch.
if you're at
you
a,
picky bitch.
if you're at a cookout,
Excuse me,
there's gonna be
ma'am.
relish,
Do you have
all
the wrapper for these dogs? Because I'm strictly either Merkley's or nah.
yeah, that's true. I'm a Merkley's guy. Would you rather have corn on the cob or baked beans as a summer side dish?
baked beans?
I'm eating corn on the cob the long way.
Baked beans. Would you rather eat nothing but watermelon or popsicles during a heat wave?
Popsicles.
Give me the melons.
Watermelon. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have an ice cream cone or a snow cone at the beach?
Ice cream.
Snow cone.
Snow cone, I think.
Okay.
Would you rather have strawberry shortcake or peach cobbler at a picnic?
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, strawberries.
Peach cobbler for sure. Would you rather always have your ice cream melt too fast or always get brain freeze?
Ooh. Brain freeze.
I hate brain freezes.
Let's see here. Would you rather? No, I don't like that one.
I don't like it.
Let's see. Here's one
I
more.
don't want that.
Final one here. Would you? This is kind of a weird but fun. It says, would you rather have your hot dog bun always soggy or your popsicle always dripping on your hand? I don't know.
Soggy hot dog.
Yeah, give me that soggy.
Well, here's the other weird but fun.
I don't want that.
Would you
sticky
rather
shit.
eat your summer foods with sand in every bite or ants always nearby?
Ants nearby.
I ain't eating that gritty shit. I'll flick them ants off.
Yeah,
Get out of here, ant. Go outside, nerd.
Get out of here, nerd.
Those ants for sure.
They got time for you.
Ain't got time for it. And there we go. Those are the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut questions of the week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons. Now it's time to take one more trip around the table for some final thoughts, brought to you by our friends up there at the Rugged Foot.
We were happy to have Rugged Foot join the Dutchmen family last month and are even more excited they are here again in May. Rugged Foot does more than just safety toe, work boots, and rubber boots. They also have hiking boots and other casual footwear for lounging or for work. Don't forget, Rugged Foot also does leather repair. Mike helped Esquire patch a torn loophole on his favorite pair of golf shoes just last year. Stop up and see the Rugged Foot store on 4th Street in Huntingburg today.
All right, Brother Dave.
Hey, don't ever underestimate good friends. They're hard to come by, hard to keep. Once you got them, that's the best.
Very profound. Be the dog that your dog would tell other dogs about.
Be the person you want your dog to tell their dogs about. That's the one. That's it.
Big fellow, what about you?
I'm gonna get a little I'm going to get a little rough here real quick.
Oh, he's got to look up that verse. Gonna have to cut out this awkward silence.
Another person that I knew took their own life recently.
Hard road to hoe.
And I am no person to judge. It is not my job to judge. I did not know what that person was dealing with on a daily basis, nor did I ever walk a minute in their shoes. Only Judy can judge me. That's what my warden is wearing. Her T-shirt says, "Only Judy can judge me."
Okay.
I just want you folks at home that are listening or watching to listen, and I want you to listen sincerely. I have had several cocktails, but I mean this wholeheartedly. If you ever need to speak to anyone about anything, I do talk a lot, but I can also listen pretty good too. And all it does is take a phone call, to call, to talk about what's on your mind, to maybe change the way your canoe is paddling down the river of life. And there's no reason that you should have to do that, I guess. I don't know really what I'm saying other than just reach out, talk to somebody before you go to the drastic measures. And there's a friend's that organization called Locking Arms for suicide awareness on Facebook. Reach out to them. There's a suicide hotline. There's all kinds of different resources, organizations. There's all kinds of shit to help you. You're not alone. For God's sakes, if you need my phone number, just message me on Facebook. I'll give it to you and we can chat. But there's people in this world that care more about you than what you will ever know. It's a ripple effect. When you throw a rock in the water, the ripples go for a long, long way. So anyway, I know it was kind of a somber deal there, but it was kind of on my mind, and it was very shocking when I learned of it. And gone too soon. R.I.P. But other than that, keep your stick on the ice. Casey, what you got?
I've got to do the business side of this and say thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Be sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We see pretty good numbers, and we're continuing to get new fans all the time. But there's still a lot of people that have no clue about the show. So we'd appreciate it if you're a friend of the program to go ahead and share the love and the wealth. Big thank you to Branded by Woods, Hopf Outdoor Power, Southern Indiana Hardwoods, Merkley and Sons, and of course the Rugged Foot for being with us this month. Support those that support us. With that said, happy to have the barn back full here. It's always good. We are a tripod for
Miss
sure.
you boys.
Yeah. Dave, get your hand out there. There you go.
Miss
Yeah.
you.
We are a tripod.
Good to be back.
We roll together. Sometimes when you're invited to things, we roll together. But other times, yeah. I don't have anything profound, but two things. The episode that you didn't listen to, but your best friend, long first name, long last name, who was just recently in a motor vehicle accident, had surgery this week.
Amen.
We're still rooting for you, brother. We hope you get to come home quick and you heal up.
I talk to him almost daily, if not every other.
Yeah, so Dave and I extended that. Hopefully he got the well wishes. Maybe he's like you and doesn't listen to the show, but we're sending good vibes there for him regardless. And the other thing I saw it circulating social media, which it was interesting you brought up your topic, but a big salute to that Jasper Police Department officer.
That's exactly
for
right.
What he did. I think that handled the situation very well with caring, with a caring attitude and compassion.
That's right.
Non-judgmental, and I think he helped somebody in a real time of need. And in today's society, there's a lot of bad PR for those that wear the badge. But obviously right there here in our county, somebody that cared about somebody that lived in this county as well. So that's cool. Kudos to him. I hope he gets recognized by the city of Jasper.
He listens to the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I hope he gets recognized by the city of Jasper. If not, hey, come on into the lounge
That's right.
and
Sit
join
down,
us.
brother. We'll have a chat. Mi casa, su casa. Mi amigo.
But other than that, the fellas, we got some golf to play tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Yours truly gets to go to Knoxville, Tennessee to play golf on Monday. But with that, we'll see you next time.
Dutchman out.